Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy and epically cool and amazing ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show, #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us Eli Von Patten. Welcome to the show, Mr. Eli.
Thanks.
So, Eli, let's talk about your racing career. Where did this awesome journey begin for you?
So I begin with starting indoor go-karts, small electric ones, and then I just kept on winning and winning, so I wanted to boost up from that.
So, when you got into your go-kart for the first time, were you a little bit nervous at all, Eli?
Yeah, I was a little bit.
Okay. So, Eli, how long before you got over those nerves and the success started coming?
It was about 1 or 2 seasons.
Okay. So, Eli, with your racing career, let's talk about where your racing number came from. Where did that number come from?
So we thought of the number when I was 10 years old, and I just thought, hey, how about we name it? How about we get it after we? Oh, geez. How about we do it like as my age? And I said, hey, yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So, Eli, who do you have for sponsors on your race car?
It would be Country Chevrolet, Contigo Project Management, DC Decom, and Belfour Property Restoration.
Okay. So, Eli, with your racing career, where do you see yourself in 5 years with your racing career?
In 5 years, I would see myself in the Legends.
In the Legends. Okay. So, Eli, how about 10 years? What about 10 years?
10 years, I would see myself winning a lot of races.
Okay. So, Eli, are you who do you are I who do you you said you did say who you had for sponsors, right?
Yeah.
Are you still looking for sponsors?
Yeah, we're looking for a little bit more.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to be out here watching this racing show with me and Eli Von Patten and you want to help him out, feel free to reach out to Eli and his racing team because they appreciate the sponsorship on Eli's race car as he gets further into his racing career. So, Eli, when you're strapped into your race car, what helps keep you psyched up and motivated to go out onto that racetrack?
I would say it's my dad talking to me.
Okay. So, what's your dad say to you when you're strapped into your race car to help get you psyched up?
Good luck and do really good.
Okay. So, Eli, who helps work on your race car? Who's all on your racing crew?
My dad and my mom, and sometimes my aunts and uncles.
Okay. So, Eli, what's the worst thing you've had happen to you as a race car driver?
I had a wreck at Shenandoah.
Did you get hurt at all in that wreck?
No, I was fine.
Okay. So, Eli, who is your racing hero? Who do you look up to as a race car driver?
Um, Alex Bowman, the number 48 of NASCAR.
Okay, very cool. You know the number 10, Eli, that's your race car number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the number 10 has a really historic background at Indianapolis. You know that, don't you?
No, I've never known that.
Dario Franchitti won in a number 10 car when he was driving for Target Chip Ganassi in an Indy 500. So that's a little bit of history for you.
That's really cool.
Yes. So Eli, when you're at the racetrack and you're getting hungry, what's something you love to eat at the racetrack?
Can you repeat that, please?
When you're at the racetrack and you're hungry, what's something you love to eat at the racetrack?
I like to eat burgers and chips.
Okay. So what do you like on your burgers, Eli?
Pickles.
Okay. Ketchup or you just mustard or or mayonnaise? What are you for your burger?
I just like it plain pickles. I'm not a big sauce fan.
Okay. So Eli, when you're away from the racetrack, what's your favorite restaurant to eat at?
Olive Garden.
Ooh, okay, you've got a really good choice there. So Eli, I'm gonna really put you on the spot. I heard your dad laughing in the background. I'm gonna put you really on the spot for this one. Are you ready, Eli?
Yeah.
What's your favorite home cooked meal that your family makes for you?
Homemade spaghetti.
Okay, very cool. I know some parents, Eli, look at their kids and say, "You better get this right." So Eli, do you have a racing nickname?
No, not yet. We haven't decided one because this is our first year. So maybe
Okay.
we'll probably try and find one.
Yeah, that's something that you got to figure out as a racing nickname for you there, bud.
Yeah, I
So
will.
Eli, who are some of your friends at the racetrack?
Um, I'd say Peanut. Um, she's at Dominion a lot. Connor, he's also at Dominion a lot. And Brian Runstrom.
Okay. So Eli, what do your school friends think of you being a race car driver?
They think it's really cool and they wish they could do it too.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Eli, what is your home racetrack?
It's Dominion.
Okay. And what is your favorite racetrack to race on?
It's also Dominion.
Okay, very cool. So Eli, what's some advice you would like to give to the kids coming into the racing world?
Um, just I just stay out of a lot of wrecks.
Okay. So Eli, I'm gonna royally put you on the spot now. You know what I'm gonna do now?
But
I'm gonna turn the microphone over to you, and you can ask me some questions.
okay.
It's all yours. Here you go.
So where did you begin loving racing?
I began loving racing when I was 6 years old, Eli. That's the sport I gravitated towards.
Have you ever raced a race car?
I have not. I can honestly say I have not. I have actually did something for fun just on a amusement park go-kart track, but I never actually raced one.
Ooh. What are your hobbies besides racing?
I like to watch a little NFL football once in a while, a little Major League Baseball. Um, love to go play frisbee golf. I love to go swimming. Love to go for car rides.
I like car rides too.
Other than that, I eat, sleep, and breathe racing.
Funny.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite food?
My favorite food, I have three. I love burgers. I love Mexican food. And I love a good Chinese food.
I can agree with you there.
Yeah.
What is your favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant, we've got a couple out here. Favorite homemade Mexican restaurant here where I live is we have one called Don Jose's. They make some really good, authentic Mexican food. Good stuff. And then I've been to a few Chinese restaurants, so I can't really nail a really good Chinese restaurant down. There's been a few I've been to.
Okay. That's another question. If you were younger and you had the chance to get in a race car, would you?
Yes, I would. I know one you can ask me, Eli. You can ask me who my racing hero is.
Who is your racing hero?
Well, I've got a few, and this is gonna draw out for a little bit. So just hang on here. One of them back in the sprint car days when I was growing up was a guy from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and he drove sprint car. His name was Doug Wolfgang. He was nicknamed the Wolf. Very, very talented race car driver. IndyCar wise, my IndyCar hero was Dan Weldon. I loved what that guy could do in an IndyCar. He could do some pretty spectacular things in an IndyCar. NASCAR, I'll give you your driver. How's that? I'll go with your driver. Let's see, drag racing. I'm going to go with John Force. John Force has done quite a few things in his racing career, more than I could even imagine.
Nice.
And you know why Dan Weldon was my favorite IndyCar driver, Eli?
Why?
Because he had some really. First off, he's got a really funky nickname. His racing nickname was the Lionheart.
That's funny.
And he had a mural of Richard the Lionheart painted on his helmet, which is really kind of cool. But really kind of gravitated me towards Dan Weldon because he was always loved being around the fans. And you race car drivers like to collect things like helmets, diecast, whatever. He had one of the weirdest collections known to man, Eli. You know what that is?
What?
He loved to collect brand new pairs of tennis shoes.
What? That's weird.
And they asked him what was up with that. And he says, I hate a dirty pair of tennis shoes. The minute I get them dirty, I throw them out and dig out a brand new pair. They're like, that's kind of crazy. And he's like, yeah, he says, in fact, in my closet, I've got over 300 brand new pairs of Pumas.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And he says, when it comes to my dress code, my wife knows how I like my clothes hung on hangers. I have all my dress pants and dress shirts, my jeans and my shorts and my shirts, all color coded on different hangers.
Oh, that's cool.
They all have to be hung a certain way. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Did you ever hear the story, Eli, of what happened to Dan Weldon at the 2011 Indy 500?
No, what happened?
Well, he had already won the Indy 500 in 2005 when he was driving for Andretti Autosport, and he had won the IndyCar championship that year. And in 2011, he didn't have a full-on ride to race a full IndyCar series, and he had some opportunities to drive. And he says, I'm not going to drive in an IndyCar at an Indianapolis Motor Speedway or anything like that unless I have the opportunity to win. I want to make sure that I have an opportunity to win, and then we'll start and talk. Well, he was talking to Brian Herta and Sam Schmidt, and they combined together and come out with an idea. Well, why don't we converge and have a number 98 car with William Rass jeans and Big Machine Records? And Dan says, well, if you're going to offer me this opportunity, is it going to be an opportunity where I can possibly win it? And he says, well, yeah, possibly. Well, he started towards the front of the pack in the Indy 500, and he kind of stayed towards the front, but he wasn't out front. The only lap he led, Eli, this is crazy. The only lap he led was when they come off of the fourth corner to take the checkered flag, and J.R. Hildebrand smacked the outside wall and destroyed his car, and Dan Weldon went shooting right on by him to win the Indy 500.
Oh, that's crazy.
And do you know what happens, Eli, if you win the Indy 500?
What happens?
You get $3.5 million. That's strictly for you.
Wow. That's cool.
Plus Chevrolet sponsors the Indy 500, Eli. So you get a brand new Corvette on top of it also.
Huh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yes. And you're forever known in history as the Indianapolis 500 champion of that particular year.
Nice.
So you have any more questions for me, Eli?
I think that will be it.
Okay, so Eli, I've got a question for you. Do you have a racing page that the racing fans can follow you on?
Yes, I do.
And what is that page?
VP Racing.
It's Eli VP Racing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance, go follow Eli VP Racing, because Eli would appreciate the the followers, and appreciate the fans as he gets further into his racing career also. So Eli, I want to thank you for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career. Do you have anything you want to say to the kids to help get them to come to my racing show?
It's a lot of fun being on this racing show. I think it's really cool.
Thank you very much, Eli. Thank you, thank you. Well, Eli, I am going to say thank you very much. I will let you step out. I'm going to give a little racing news update, and I will call you a little bit to thank you in person, okay?
I have a question. Can I say one more thing?
Sure, that is not a problem.
So last night, when I was at the Shenandoah race, I thankfully won my first race.
Congratulations to you there, Mr. Eli Van Patten. Very congratulations there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations there to you there, sir.
Thanks.
I will let you step out, Eli. I will call you in a little bit to thank you in person. I'm going to give a little racing news update, and then I will call you. Okay, bud?
Okay.
Okay. So I'll let you step out now, Eli.
Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Eli Van Patten, race car driver of the number 10 Legend Bandolero car. Definitely somebody to follow in the racing world. So go hit up Eli VP Racing on Facebook. Also, ladies and gentlemen, give a little racing news update for you. Donnie Schatz picked up the Eldora Kings Royal last night. Congratulations to Donnie Schatz. Jackson Clark picked up the Maxis go-kart race up in up at Cedar Lake this weekend. Also, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because racing season's in full swing. Also, congratulations to Tony Schweibach for picking up the win in his go-kart down in Cherokee this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, racing is in full swing. And congratulations also to Zach Weigel for picking up the USAC midget race this weekend, feature race. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to sponsor my racing show or be on my racing show, feel free to email me or call or text me. Feel free to email me at jjnolan151@gmail.com, or you can call or text me at 712-209-7138. And that's if you want to be on my racing show or if you want to sponsor my racing show. I would like to thank Manning Motorsports for helping me out with this racing show, and New England Hemophilia Association. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have a good night. Catch you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube.